Hi YouTube, I'm back today with a beading tutorial for you. I'm going to make a necklace for my friend whose birthday it is today, and thought I'd show you how I'm going to do it. Okay, first off, let's start with what you need. Now, I use stainless steel micro wire, especially when I'm using Swarovski beads. They're kind of expensive, so you want to make sure they're secure. And this is the toughest stuff I know that will endure and be strong enough for an everyday thing. It's Flexrite 7-strand nylon coated stainless steel microwire. It's 0.020 inch or 50 millimeter thickness. I have pre-cut it to 20.5 inches. Now that gives me a finished necklace size of 20 inch. It gives 1/4 of an inch at the end to finish and put on the clasps. So the actual length will be 20 inches. I also have 2 clamshells in silver, a 2-inch extension in silver, and a silver spring ring clasp to fasten the necklace with. Now for this necklace, and this can be totally customized, get creative making necklaces if you want, but for this necklace I have a stainless steel pendant with a cubic zirconia in it to give it a focal point right at the bottom. I'm using, for each side, I'll use 6 clear Swarovski bicone. They're 4 millimeter bicones, and for each side I'll use 6 of the Swarovski 4 millimeter fuchsia color. She likes pink, so fuchsia is kind of nice. And then for each side I'll use 48 white beads. This is going to be the most part of the length. The Swarovski and the crystals are at the very bottom where you're going to see where you want a little sparkle. So here we go. Let's start off then. You take your wire, and first thing you're going to put on is the pendant drop, which is going to be the very center. So put that on, and then you take one end of the wire in each hand, and you build from there. What I'm going to do is do 2 of the fuchsia Swarovskis and 2 of the clear, the crystal beads. Can be tricky sometimes to get them to behave and thread right. But luckily with the wire it's stiff enough you don't need a needle or anything. You can simply thread it. Okay, and then 2 more of the fuchsia and 2 more crystal. Whoops, they dropped off. Get back on there. Not having any luck with these today. Probably because I'm shooting a video. Normally goes much easier than this. But because, of course, because it's on camera. That is going to give me grief. Now, these beads can be purchased at your local craft shop or online. I purchased these online to save some money. The local craft shop wanted a little too much. Okay, so here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. I will warn you, the Swarovski crystal beads are expensive, but my friend is worth it. And there's a reason for the expense, because they are consistent. Quality and color is consistent. If you get the same color, the same color stays the same color no matter what batch it's from. But you won't find in cheaper beads. Now, there's one half so far. That's the Swarovskis and the pendant. Now I'm going to replicate this on the other side. Just bear with me while I do that. It's even harder with my left hand because I'm right-handed. But everything has to be balanced to look right. And symmetrical, that's the word. That's the word I'm looking for. And it has to be symmetrical so that you get a nicer look. Good grief. Move them closer maybe. And 2 of the clear. Just follow the pattern that's on the other side now. So 2 more fuchsia. And this is a really interesting craft to take up because you can be very creative. You learn the basic techniques and you can string necklaces and bracelets and make earrings and anklets. Oh, I got too much fuchsia right now. Not talking and I'm not paying attention. Okay, that's very easy, as you can see, to back up, take it off, and do it again. Do another color. Alter as you go. If you make a mistake, very easy to back it up and try again. Oh, come on. Okay, 2 more fuchsia, and then the 2 crystal, and we're done the Swarovskis. There we go. Now we're cooking with grease. And I don't have to worry about my friends seeing this video ahead of time because I'm not going to upload it to my channel until I give her this necklace so she can't peek. I also enjoy hand-making things. I gave my daughter-in-law a necklace and earring set in her her birthstone with Swarovski crystals for Christmas. Okay, so there we go. There's the middle part of the necklace. Very pretty and sparkly. And a punch of color right where she wants it. Now we simply thread the 48 on each side of the white beads. Now these aren't Swarovski, of course. These are just your general purpose beads, but they're meant to fill the string and look nice as a counterpoint to the crystal, see? And it's very easy when you're not counting to just thread these on one after the other, stopping every couple to move it down so that you don't lose them all when you go to dip for the next one. So there's 48 of these white beads per side. 48 and 6 and 6. Plus the pendant. You can see how many beads it actually takes to make a necklace. And it can take more than that if they're smaller beads, because of course you'll need more to make up the same kind of room. But I really like being able to make this kind of stuff because, as I said, it's her birthday today and I'm just doing this now. But it doesn't take long to make, and it is something extra special, I think, when you hand make something as opposed to just grabbing something off the shelf that, 200 other people have the same thing. This is a one-of-a-kind thing because nobody else has this particular combination. And nobody else has anything made by me. So there you go. Now we'll get the other side loaded because right now it looks like it's not going to be enough white beads, but I think that's just because things are being moved around. I load this side up with the 48 from this side, and you'll see things balance a bit better. There we go. And of course, if I need extra white beads, I've got more. I'll just add to the numbers to make it balance out for the length. These go on quite quickly because the holes are bigger on the bead, and it's not so hard as trying to find a hole in a crystal, which is got no color to it at all. These are at least opaque, and you can see where the hole is and get them on there easier. As you can see, it's going faster with these. these beading mats. I picked them up from our local craft shop, and they were really reasonable. I got 3 different colors, and they were $1 each. And then the tools that I need to clamp on the spring ring, etc. They were about $14 for the set of 3 of them. 3 or 4 of them, I guess. But of course you can shop around. I mean, you can get them singly or in sets, or and just go from there. But the biggest outlay, of course, was the beads and the findings. Almost done now. And that's 48 of these white ones on each side. 2 more. Come on. Get on there. One left. There we go. Okay. Okay. Now you can start seeing the design and how pretty it is. I'm going to have to add some more beads, obviously, because I've straightened out the 2 cords, and there's quite a bit of wire still. As I said, though, that's not a problem. I have more beads. Take your bead scoop. Put more beads on the mat. Not a problem. I don't know how many more I'm going to need, so let's just see. Okay. I'll take one side. 49. 50. 51. 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 59, and 60. There's 60. Now let's move this down and put 60 on this one. See if that evens it. 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, come on, 59, and 60. Oh, I just lost one. There's 59. There's 60. Okay. Okay, I think that's pretty good. That gives me the room I need to move to put other things on here. Alright, now when you lay it down carefully so nothing moves off the string, now comes the fun part. Alright, first thing we're going to do I almost forgot, I need 2 clamp beads to secure these clamshells on. So what you do is you thread the clamshell on. There's a hole, I don't know if you can see it, there's a hole in the clamshell, and you thread that on with the clamshell facing up. Okay, then you put on a crimp bead. Almost lost it there. Take the crimp bead and you use your pliers to clamp onto that and crimp it to the wire. Okay, that stops it from moving. What I do is I just fold these a little so that it fits in the clamshell much better. And I take my bent nose pliers to give it an opposing force. And there we go. Now, see, that stops it. That won't let anything go past there now. Now we take the other clamshell and we lock this on this side. Again, feed it through the clamshell. Use your crimp bead. Feed that on next. Now, I like to give the necklace some movement. So you don't want to clamp this down real tight and make everything stiff. You want to have it up just a little bit so that there is some movement in the necklace and it can lay flat like it should be when the person's wearing it. So you take that up just a bit and clamp. Oh. Need just a bit of movement, not too much. You don't want your wire too exposed or it looks bad. Okay, now go. Now the necklace has movement. You can move the necklace and the beads flow. They're not stiff because they're crammed on there and under a lot of pressure. This will also help last longer. So now what you want to do, once you have your beads secured, is take your side cutters and just nip it off. Inside the clamshell. There we go. I'm going to give that one extra squeeze just to be sure that it's solid. Treat the other end the same. There we go. A little extra squeeze now that I've got it all sealed. There we go. Right now what I do is I use this stuff. It's GS Hypo Cement. It's for jewelry. And it goes inside the clamshell. Careful, it drips really quick. One drip in each. Now this just doubly secures the wire and the beads and everything, and it assures you that when you put it together, it stays together. Now, gently seal the clamshell like so. Gently fold this over. Come on. And seal the clamshell. Now we have our necklace and the clamshells, and now we need to add our spring ring to one. And then you move over the clamshell hook into the circle. Give it a little crimp. And there's one end. Okay? And on the other end, you're going to put your extension, this 2-inch extension, which will give you, instead of 20 inches, it'll give you 22 if you clip it on here. It just basically gives you a bit more room, especially when you're giving someone a necklace and you don't know their preferred length. Like me personally, I can't wear an 18-inch necklace. It makes me feel like I'm choking. So doing it like this gives them 2 inches of extra playroom. To make them more comfortable. Okay, and you go from here, and you can hook it anywhere in this chain. There we go. And there we have it. And that's how easy it is to make a necklace. As I said, you can get creative as you like. Different materials, different quantities. You can be big, chunky. You can be fine and delicate and pretty. There's all kinds of options available when making a necklace or other things. But in this case, a necklace. And there we are. So I hope you've enjoyed this little tutorial, and I know it's going to a nice home, and she's gonna enjoy it, I think. Anyway, thanks for watching as always, and feel free to comment, ask a question, and subscribe if you'd like to be notified of future videos. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.